King Hamlet's ghost. Hey, I'm gonna summarize Hamlet for you in the next few minutes. Hamlet's really been through some stuff with the death of his father and the marriage of his mother. In the garden at the star, Horatio speaks because he's smart. They contemplate telling Hamlet about the ghost they found. But they tell Hamlet about it, but they tell Hamlet about it, but they tell Hamlet about it, but they tell Hamlet about it. But Prince Hamlet is still sad about his dad's death and his mother's vows, who contemplates life and death in his first soliloquy. Hamlet hears about the ghost, Hamlet hears about the ghost, Hamlet hears about the ghost, while he hears about the ghost. Laertes and Polonius talk to the Ophelia, don't date this guy no more, is basically her father's goal. He also sends Laertes off to England where he goes to school. He sends a spy after his son because he is very protective. Ghost! The ghost is back. The ghost signals for Hamlet to follow. They tried to stop Hamlet from going, but he pushed through with no stop. Marcellus says something is rotten in the state of Denmark. Hamlet then talks to the ghost, who then tells him who did the most. Was his very own brother who turned him into a ghost. Hamlet vows to get revenge. 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 Hamlet gets his friends to swear an oath and tell no one about what they saw. Tells them that he plans to go crazy to get the ghost revenge. Now we're on to Act 2. 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 Polonius and the spy to keep son in check. But Ophelia comes in to tell him about Prince Hamlet. Tells him that Hamlet looked possessed and to scare her. Polonius knows he has to tell the king before Hamlet does it again. The king talks to Hamlet's friends. Were his friends. At least they were right then. Fortinbras to interrupt the talk. He threatens war against Denmark. The king dismisses the threat and reads one of Hamlet's love notes. Polonius talks to Hamlet. Conversation is awkward. Hamlet calls Polonius a tedious old fool. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Talk to Prince Hamlet about some stuff. Hamlet proceeds to call their bluff. Polonius enters along with the other players. Play inspires Hamlet, the play inspires Hamlet, the play inspires Hamlet, the play inspires Hamlet. Soliloquy number 2, he called himself a coward, but then gets an idea to know if his uncle really killed his dad. Now we're on to the Act 3, now we're on to the Act 3, now we're on to the Act 3, now we're on to the Act 3. King Claudius and Gertrude playing spy on Hamlet. He comes in reading a book, then starts a big monologue. To be or not to be. After the play is performed, Claudius is frustrated. Hamlet goes to talk to Gertrude and kills Polonius. Sent to England, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern get assassinated. He comes back to Denmark. Ophelia goes crazy now. She kills herself in a river. Laertes comes back to avenge his father's death. Hamlet and Laertes fight king and queen. They both do die. Fortinbras becomes the king. The rest is silence. Hamlet dies. Woo-hoo!